We have another special guest in with us this morning. She's Eleanor Gilbert from here in Minden, the reigning Miss Holiday in Dixie pageant winner. I guess that's how you would,
yes.
put that. But she'll be competing in the Miss Louisiana pageant coming up here near the end of the month. So first of all, Eleanor, thanks for stopping by early this morning to be with us. We appreciate
thank you
it.
for having me.
Okay, now you're from Minden. You're a Minden girl.
Yes, born and raised right here in Minden.
But you won the Miss Holiday in Dixie pageant. Tell us about that. When was that? And let's talk a little bit about that experience.
Yes, so the Holiday in Dixie pageant was held in January. So luckily, I was still here because I go to LSU in Baton Rouge, but I was still on Christmas break, so the timing worked out perfectly. And Holiday in Dixie is one of the longest running festivals in Louisiana, so it's an honor to represent them.
Now, being in that kind of a pageant, I know you probably competed in other pageants, I'm sure. That's kind of a more regional-based pageant. I'm sure there's a lot of competition from a broader area than, say, just Miss Minden or maybe another one. But would something like that be an advantage, you think, as you enter a Miss Louisiana pageant, a statewide pageant?
I think any type of experience would be an advantage. Just being comfortable on stage and being able to let your personality shine through as you're on stage is an advantage under any circumstance.
Okay. Let's talk about your schedule. We had Abby in yesterday, Miss Minnie. She was talking about how busy she's going to be. I'm assuming you're all going to be busy. But what's your life going to be like the next couple of weeks?
Yes. So for the past few weeks, it's been very busy in preparation just for the competition in general, and also getting my mind ready for the interviews and my voice ready for my talent performance. So once we get to Monroe and we move into the ULM dorms where we will be staying throughout the week, it's going to be a lot of fun, I'm hoping. We get to spend a lot of time with the other contestants and kind of build a camaraderie there. And even just from our state meeting that was held earlier this year, it was so much fun to get to know the girls, and they're so encouraging, especially for first-timers like myself. They're very helpful. So it's been a great experience so far.
What will your particular talent be in the pageant?
Yes, so I am singing Tomorrow from Annie, and I chose that because it is such a classic song of hope, and so I thought it would be perfect.
What is your platform for the pageant?
My platform is St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, so it's very near and dear to the hearts of Mendonites, and so being raised in Minden, obviously I was brought up to have a heart for St. Jude. So then when I went on to college, I joined Tri Delta sorority, and now I'm the president, and our national philanthropy is St. Jude. So last year our chapter raised $200,000 just by ourselves, just college girls. So I'm very proud of that and so happy that my love for St. Jude has continued throughout my life.
I would have think, and I told this yesterday, that one of the toughest parts of the pageant would probably be the interview portion, because you don't know what they're going to fire at you.
Right.
How do you prepare for that?
Yes.
Or can you prepare?
So you stay up on news, certainly current events, but you also have to know where you stand on certain things. And so I think it's so empowering to be able to have a grown-up conversation where I can defend my point of view while also remaining a lady and being polite and not trying at least not to offend anyone.
All righty. Let's talk about the schedule of the pageant. What will your itinerary be? I know there's competition through the week leading up to the selection Saturday evening. What does each night bring?
Okay, so Monday and Tuesday during the day we make appearances and we do volunteer work. So it's nice to get in a little bit of community service while we're there. And then on Wednesday morning I will have my interview. Then Thursday evening I compete in swimsuit and evening gown phases of competition. And then Friday evening, for my group, it's on-stage question and talent. And then Saturday night are the finals, so the top 10 will then compete in everything again.
So you guys rehearse a routine just for the sheer entertainment of those that attend, right? You have a little something you got to do.
Yes, we have opening and closing numbers, so hopefully that'll be a good show.
Yes. I understand now a Miss Minden winner would probably appear and be at various functions, mainly in Minden, but now a Holiday in Dixie winner. Now, where does your job take you through the year? What kind of appearances do you make, and how far out do you travel?
Yes, so I've been lucky enough to travel a lot So being in Baton Rouge, I've been able to visit a couple of the hospitals down there and visit with the children, and they love anyone with a crown they would love. So it's really neat to see little girls come up to you and say, "Mommy, look, it's a queen. She came to visit me." So that's been really fun. I also came home for the St. Jude auction to promote my platform, so that was neat as well. And then I actually visited the Children's Miracle Network affiliate hospital in Shreveport. And so that was a lot of fun too, because Miss America's national philanthropy is Children's Miracle Network.
So you're Miss Louisiana. A lot of that you've already done. A lot of that statewide
yes,
travel.
So hopefully I would be able to continue traveling the state. My goal is to visit all 64 parishes and really spread Miss Louisiana's influence, because a lot of people don't realize that Miss Louisiana is the biggest scholarship provider for women in our state. So I would love to be able to spread that message.
Speaking of that, once you do graduate from college, what is your career hopes?
Yes, so for next summer, I have an internship with Ernst & Young in Dallas, so I'm looking forward to that. My major is accounting, but I'm planning to go to law school after I finish my undergrad, so I'm excited to see what the future holds.
I can't see a judge arguing with you much in the courtroom. Well, Eleanor, we thank you for coming by early this morning, and we appreciate your time, and we wish you all the best. We're proud of you, all the folks I know in Minden, and all your family and friends are rooting for you. And go get them at the Miss Louisiana pageant.
Yes, thank you.
Our guest is the current reigning Miss Holiday in Dixie, Eleanor Gilbert from here in Minden. She'll be competing in the Miss Louisiana pageant coming up later on this month over in Monroe. We wish her the best of luck. You're tuned to AM 1240 KASO.